You can always hop in, you know, a little bit later. So, as soon as I turn it on, you know, I've obviously let me know that I need to put on, you know, seatbelt, and I got a door open already. I'm gonna say no to that. All right, so it's letting me know, hey, you know, I've kind of started up the vehicle. I'm in park. I'm gonna put it in drive. I'm not gonna go anywhere, so don't worry about your toes. So I'm in normal recuperation. So you kind of hear that my vehicle's kind of started and it's ready to pull away. So when I let off the accelerator, I'm going to get a little bit of resistance back. And this is kind of when you're dipping your toes and maybe you don't understand recuperation, maybe you've never felt it. It's going to be the best mode to be in if you're a new customer to an electric vehicle, or maybe you're just a new person driving an electric vehicle. And that'll, whenever you let off your accelerator tomorrow, play with all the modes. I mean, this is the time to put them to the max, you know. I mean, you know, try our best. Try your best to run these things into the ground if you want to, just so that you understand how efficient they are and how far you can take them. So, we've got normal recuperation right here. That's D mode. I paddle shift right here, down. Paddle shift up, paddle shift down, just as you were, you know, shifting or anything like that. Keep that verbiage. Strong recuperation, so that's D minus. So that's going to feel like a little bit of a more of aggressive stop. It's not like Tesla. If you've ever driven a Tesla, it's really, you know, clunky and it makes you want to throw up right as soon as you get out. Not speaking by experience or anything, but this is a little bit easier. And you can actually hear when you're driving on the road, you can hear that electric motor start to spin when it's slowing you down. But that is strong recuperation, so that's the maximum that you're going to get. And that's actually the recommended mode to stay in, especially if you're used to recuperation. Now, I'll paddle shift up, I'm back in normal. Paddle shift up one more, I'm in no recuperation. Remember, D+, you're gonna add your foot to the brake pedal. You gotta stop this vehicle, or else a wall or somebody else is going to stop it for you. So you want to make sure that you remind your customers that no recuperation is, they're not helping themselves when they're in this mode. Now, some people kind of want to feel a little bit more control, so maybe they do like the feel of kind of creep mode or just kind of coasting on the highway. They can definitely use that. Now, I did want to mention that right here, this really small bar at the top, that'll show you how much charge is coming kind of back to your battery. Whenever you let off the accelerator, it will show it, it'll kind of highlight, and then it'll go back down.
What's the benefit of being in D?
Nothing. Just like I said, a more control. If you don't really like recuperation mode, maybe you just don't really want to feel the whole, you know, give and take, and you're on the interstate and you just kind of want to drive. That's up to you. So now you have one more. So you can either hold either one of these down for 1 second, or you can hold them both down. I can show you can hold both of them down. You're in intelligent recuperation. So let's talk a little bit about D Auto. That's my favorite mode to drive in, mainly because it's using the vehicle's AI to kind of take the work off of you. You can pretty much use the accelerator and never put your foot on the brake ever. Or you can be in Distronic and never put your foot on either one of the pedals ever. Until you come up to an intersection, you're going to need to stop. It can't read the stop signs or the caution lights just yet. But if you're behind a vehicle, maybe you're going to the beach and you're following somebody, if you're in Distronic and they're driving, they know where they're going, you could literally just sit here without, you have with your legs crossed if you wanted to. But being engaged just in case of an evasive maneuver is pretty important. But this is just using the car's AI, kind of take the brunt of the load off of you. Sometimes people don't like to, you know, if you're like me, sometimes just flexing that right leg just gets on my nerves sometimes. And I drove around for 2 hours not putting my foot on the brake or the accelerator when I was showing a customer her new SUV. And I told her that I didn't put my foot on the brake, and she almost ripped my head off because she was like, "You put me in an unsafe position." I was like, "No, I'm showing you how safe it is," you know, or anything like that. It's really funny how, you know, people will come in and buy these and not know anything about them. And they want the next best thing. So the best thing you can do for them is to teach them the basics so they can build off of their knowledge. But D Auto is great because it also uses the navigational unit. So if you were coming up to an intersection, just say this intersection right here, and I wanted to come up and I wanted to get on the interstate right there. As soon as I put on my directional or my blinker, it's going to slow it down for me, and it'll help me merge into traffic pretty effectively so that I don't just shoot across the median and go into the woods or anything
If you're in auto.
Yep, and if you're in D auto. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's kind of dipping your toes into some autonomous driving.
Yeah.
Right? And of course, and I don't know if anyone knows, but we are the only company who have been greenlit for level 3. So I know there are a lot of companies out there that say, especially Tesla, who say they're level 4. They are not level 4. No one is level 5. I know that they've also said they're level 5. There is no level 5. Level 5 is literally just sitting there, not doing anything in the back of a Maybach and saying, wake me up when I get to Vegas, baby. You could go to sleep and the car would do its own thing. But level 3 is just you're in the vehicle, you're kind of engaging here and there. But, level 4 is just you're here in the vehicle and you can let the car do its own thing, but you still have to be in the driver's seat. And then level 5, like I said, you can just be in any seat of the vehicle if you want to.
Wow.
So just to let you know a little bit about that. Now, I will say, if you've never kind of ventured into the menu itself, hit the home button right here. Your best friend's going to be the EQ menu. That's going to show you the charging rate, your range. If you wanted to kind of restrict some controls, you can add 1 mile. If I restricted kind of interior functions. Now, if I drove this a lot, it would be a little bit more. It'll be like 10 miles or 15 here. But since this just stays in MBUSI, there's really not showing us what we can do. But if you went to range, you could hit this middle one and it would restrict a lot of controls, just in case you were, running on fumes and you needed to get to the next charging station. Now, and that shows you your consumption. You don't want to have as many peaks and valleys. You want to kind of just have a steady rate. But charging, that's kind of where you want to set up your pre-temp control before you leave. If you are charging at a level 3, always make sure this is off. So this is on right now. It's orange, so that turns it off. The reason I say that is because if you were to keep that on at a level 3, you would only get about 72 kilowatts. So you're going to be taking your time where you could charge within less than 30 minutes, could be an hour and 45 minutes.
Why do you want that?
Was it the
Eco charging.
he went over that.
Yep. So you don't want to overcharge it. So like if you're at home, and you want to have that on. So like it says, maximum 61 kilowatts. It'll bring it down for a little bit because I already have it at 80%. That's where I want to stay at anyway.
So then you wouldn't charge it at all if you're going in the house now.
I could.
You just wouldn't even charge it.
You could leave it plugged in, and you can kind of use the charging menu on your phone to kind of stop it. But
Leave it on Eco.
leave it on Eco.
I get it.
Yeah, until you get to a level 3.
Mm-hmm.